Okay, so we're doing workbook page 5. And on workbook page 5, we're going to talk about when writing with a letter, how do we do that? How do we make it correct, grammatically correct? So when you write a letter, you put a date at the top. Every time you write a letter, you should have a date at the right hand on the top there. And you must put a comma between the day and the year. And we know that because when we do our journal every morning, right? Isn't that how we do it? Right. And so you have to make sure that after February 14th, there's a comma between the date and the year. Then you have a greeting. And you have to put a comma after the person you're greeting, right? So put a comma between the day, year, put a comma after the greeting, dear parents, comma, and the closing, love, comma, icky. And then the rest is errors in maybe how things are spelled, or so we need to go through that and figure that out. And then you're going to recopy this for yourself, okay? So it says circle the memory words that are spelled wrong in this letter. Correct the spelling and other errors. Then write the letter correctly on the lines below. So we know that we have to put a comma here, and we have to put a comma after dear parents. So February 14th, comma, 2012, that's what you write here. And then here, the greeting, dear parents, comma. I have some awful news. What word is spelled wrong there? The awful. Awful should not have two L's, right? So you're going to recopy that. First, you're going to spell, I think it tells you to circle, right? It says circle the memory words that are spelled wrong. So awful is spelled wrong, and it should be one L. So then you copy, I have awful with one L, news. Should that be a question mark? Is that a question? No, it's a statement. So that's incorrect. You're going to cross that off, and you're going to write, I have awful news. Either if you say it with conviction, if you say it like passionately, I have awful news, it would be an exclamation point. But it's definitely not a question. So Gus and Gert, what's wrong with Gert? Gert is a name. Names must always be capital, so the G must be capitalized. R can't take golly. Well, obviously there's something wrong there, right? You should just completely eliminate the word R, because that's wrong. Gus and Gert can't take golly, golly should be capital, to their wonderful new apartment. Wonderful is incorrect. It should be WONDERFUL. New apartment. And there should be a period at the end of that thought. That's how you know it's the end of a sentence. It's a thought. A complete thought. So then you're going to copy that correctly. He is a joyful, helpful, playful dog. Whenever you list things like joyful, helpful, and playful, you need to put a comma between them. So you put, first of all, you circle joyful, helpful, and playful because they're spelled incorrectly. And then you put a comma after joyful, a comma after helpful, and not after playful because that's already the last one. Dog. No, the period is there. I am hopeful. Hopeful is spelled incorrect. And there's a problem with the I. When you're talking about, besides the fact that it's the first letter in the sentence, which always is capitalized, whenever you speak of yourself, I am, I go, you're talking about yourself, I, it must be a capital I. Will find, I am hopeful, we'll find a cheerful, so cheerful is incorrect. There should be two E's, cheerful. Joyful is JOYFUL, right? Helpful has too many L's. And playful, how do we spell play? PLAYFUL. We'll have a cheerful home for him. If we could take him, I'd be thankful. I think they mean thankful, right? So thankful is THANKFUL, not I. Love, and then icky should have a capital because it's his name. And remember, comma after love. So comma after the greeting, comma after the closing, comma after the date. So you're going to copy it correctly on this page. And then you're going to submit that, okay? Thanks.